Welcome to Homework Lib.
Hi. So in this case, we're looking at the titration of a weak acid with a strong base. So weak acid titrated with strong base. And we are asked some information about the half equivalence point. Half equivalence point. So what do we know about the half equivalence point? First of all, this occurs at half of volume of base employed. So half volume of hydroxide has been added. So that would be statement number two in your list, right? That is a true statement that we have. Next up, we know that the half equivalence point, the pH is equal to the pKa. And that can only happen according to the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation when the amount of the conjugate base and the amount of the weak acid are the same, because logarithm of 1 should be equal to 0, right? So that occurs when concentration of A minus is equal to the concentration of HA in my solution. So that means that half of the moles of the weak acid have been neutralized. How we can see that in a different way? Let's say that we have a weak acid that is going to be neutralized with OH minus in order to produce A minus plus water. Let's do a super quick ice table. We start with C0. We are at the half equivalence point, so we're going to add 1/2 of C0. The limiting reagent is OH minus. So the amount of change is according to that. So at equilibrium, we're going to end up with 1/2 of C0, 0, and 1/2 of C0. The concentrations are the same. Half of the acid has reacted, and we are at the half equivalence point. Okay. So the next statement that is going to be true is statement number three. 1/2 of moles of weak acid have been neutralized. Okay. The next statement that is true is that the concentration of the weak acid and the conjugate base are going to be the same at the half equivalence point. So that would be statement number three. And for the final one, since we are below the equivalence point, we know that the pH is going to be lower than 7 in this case. So that would be our last and fourth statement that is correct from the list that you provided. And that would be all. Thank you very much.